Memory management is important in C# programming. To write efficient code, it's crucial to understand how memory is allocated and used. Earlier, we discussed how value type and reference type variables behave and store data in memory. Value types store the value of the variable directly in memory. For instance, when we assign the number 10 in a variable, memory allocates space for the variable and directly stores the value 10 in it. Alright, we also mentioned that reference types store a reference to an object in memory, not the object itself. For instance, when we make an instance of the player class, an object with all its members is created and the variable stores the address of that object. Okay, so far we've given you this information about memory, but we haven't explained why memory is divided into different parts and what they actually mean. Okay, in C#, we have two important parts of memory, the stack and the heap. The stack is where variables are placed. It's like a storage area for variables. On the other hand, the heap is where objects are placed. When we create objects, they are stored in the heap. In this lecture, we'll explain these two parts of memory and how they relate to methods. Hello guys, welcome again. Okay, let's start with the stack. Think of the stack as a vertical structure like a stack of books. When a method is called in C#, the CLR creates a stack frame on the stack. Now remember the main method. It's the starting point of every C# application. When we run a C# application, the CLR calls the main method and creates a stack frame on the stack. Any local variables we declare in the main method are placed inside this stack frame. Now, in the main method, let's say we call another method called calculateSum. When we do that, a new stack frame is created and added on top of the stack. Inside the calculateSum method, we declare and set values for two local variables named a and b. Then we call another method called addNumbers. The result of that method is stored in a variable called sum, which is the third local variable within the stack frame. Here's something important to know. Every time a method is called, a new stack frame is created and added on top of the stack. Now let's talk about addNumbers method. It has two in parameters called x and y. We pass the values of a and b as arguments to call the addNumbers method, and a new stack frame is created. Inside the addNumbers method, it performs the addition operation and stores the result in a variable called result. Finally, it returns the values of result back to the calculateSum method. Now, let's talk about the heap. Unlike the stack, the heap is a memory region without a specific order. It's a large pool of memory that can be dynamically allocated and deallocated during program execution. In C#, the heap is primarily used for managing objects. When we create an object using the new keyword, memory is allocated from the heap to store the object's data. The reference to the object is then stored on the stack. In the upcoming lectures, we'll dive deeper into the heap and how objects are managed within it. For now, just remember that if a variable stores an object, The object's data is stored in the heap and its memory address is stored on the stack. Okay, done. See you soon.